Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for City of Greensboro news and information. At a time when housing is in high demand and short supply, the city invites qualified community housing development organizations to support the Road to 10,000 initiative, which aims to increase housing in Greensboro. These groups will be asked to design and develop a set of single-family and small-scale attached housing projects that demonstrate new ways to meet the housing demand of first-time homebuyers in neighborhood reinvestment areas. Consider submitting a request for qualifications for the Reinventing the Starter Home initiative. This initiative involves a two-stage process to creatively examine the housing needs of first-time homebuyers in today's rapidly escalating and changing marketplace. Stage 1 requires Community Housing Development Organization designation and the submittal of prototype design plans. Stage 2 is the selection of development teams and approaches. For more information, contact Neighborhood Investment Manager Caitlin Bowers at 336-433-7266. The American Association of Retired Persons, or AARP, awarded the City of Greensboro its Community Challenge Grant. The money supports local projects nationwide with a focus on meeting the needs of adults age 50 and older. Chosen from a pool of nearly 3,500 applicants, the city will use this $24,000 quick action grant to install a permanent crosswalk on West Elmsley Drive near Old Traybrook Drive. The improvement project will make a popular area of South Greensboro safer and more pedestrian-friendly. The crosswalk will be highly visible and equipped with ADA-compliant curb ramps, flashing lights, and appropriate signage. By providing safe access to a nearby bus stop, the project will jumpstart long-term change to create a more accessible transit network. The project is contingent on City Council approval. Construction is expected to last approximately 6 months and will begin after the city conducts a community-led walkability audit of the area. With funding support provided by Toyota Motor North Carolina, the project increases Greensboro's investment in pedestrian safety projects designed to create safer streets and sidewalks. Since its inception in 2017, the Community Challenge Grant Program has invested more than $24 million and funded 2,100 local projects. Visit the city's website to read more about how staff is studying critical issues and developing creative solutions to improve South Greensboro's safety, connectivity, and quality of life. The City of Greensboro is partnering with the town of Davidson and the City of Winston-Salem to co-host a roundtable on elective pay, also known as direct pay. This is in collaboration with the North Carolina Department of Environmental Quality and the Southeast Energy Efficiency Alliance. The roundtable will take place from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Wednesday, July 30th in the Bryce A. Stewart Building located at 100 East 1st Street in Winston-Salem. Registration is available online. Elective pay enables tax-exempt entities to receive direct cash payments equivalent to clean energy tax credits. This allows eligible organizations to recover a portion of project costs related to clean energy investments, such as solar power systems, geothermal installations, electric vehicles, and charging stations. Dr. Sri Dorastant, Greensboro's Chief Sustainability Officer, said the city is excited to collaborate with peer cities and state partners to ensure the city is well equipped to leverage federal clean energy incentives. Many organizations have implemented clean energy solutions, are now preparing to file a federal tax return, often for the first time, in order to access these incentives. The roundtable will explain the elective pay process, provide tools and resources for filing successfully, share best practices for planning future clean energy projects, and highlight eligible projects either completed or planned for this year. Cone Health has partnered with the city to share a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Following these tips is an easy way to help each of us improve our quality of life. Let's take a moment to check out today's news for your health.
Dr. Raymond Akuba, family medicine and sports medicine physician. Before starting any exercise routine, it's important to talk with your specific doctor, your primary care physician, to review your plans moving forward and making sure that what you have set up and what your goals are align with what they would recommend from a health standpoint. So if we are going to be exercising for a long period of time in the heat, I would recommend ensuring adequate hydration before the activity. So earlier in the day, adjusting the intensity down some can be helpful. Also, having frequent breaks can be helpful too, to allow for cooling periods during those times in between any bouts of increased intensity. When it comes to any electrolyte supplements, utilizing the common ones out there, Gatorade and whatnot, that can help with replenishing any dehydration we may have, those can be helpful. Typically in high temperature workouts, we want to be able to allow the body to cool itself off. It does so primarily with the sweating, which allows for evaporative cooling, and so as the sweat evaporates, so we can cool off. So lighter clothing can be helpful to facilitate this. If it's short sleeve shorts, that allows for more of that evaporation to take place. Certainly if we are going to be in the sun, having something in place to do as far as sunscreen to allow for sun protection. If it's during a period of time where we know the temperature is going to be high and we want to gradually acclimate ourselves to that type of weather, really recommend doing so over at least a 1 to 2 week period. Being able to incorporate indoor exercise can certainly be very beneficial as well. Pool-related activity that is able to help with keeping us cool, or indoor with an indoor gym. If we are looking to get into exercising now, and despite the fact that it might be very hot outside, starting any routine that we're able to start is important. And so even if we're able to incorporate a little bit of walking in the morning or evening, maybe when it's not as hot, those can be helpful to kind of get us started on that journey to incorporating more exercise into our weekly routine.
Fun in the sun is what the Parks and Recreation Department has in store. No matter your age, they have activities lined up for everyone. We'll have that story and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. The Greensboro Parks and Recreation Department will host events to celebrate Parks and Recreation Month throughout July. Staff strives to build strong, healthy, and resilient communities through the power of Parks and Recreation. This summer marks the 40th anniversary for Parks and Recreation Month. More than 160,000 full-time Parks and Recreation professionals, plus thousands of part-time workers and volunteers, maintain our parks and recreational facilities across the country. Make plans to join the celebration by participating in the following events this month. Connect with your inner child and bring your A game for adult recess at Barber Park from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Friday, July 11th. Grab your lawn chair for the movie in the park at Hester Park, starting at 8:15 p.m. on Saturday, July 19th. Put on your walking shoes for Chalk Walk at Gateway Gardens from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday, July 26th. And end the month of activities by attending the Maker's Way event, also at Gateway Gardens, from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday, July 27th. For more information about Parks and Recreation Month, contact Community Engagement Coordinator Jennifer Hance at 336-373-2964. If you have a teenager or know one, sign them up for the Summer Teen Night Series. Activities will be hosted this summer at recreation centers across the city from now through August 13th. Open Gym is happening from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. on July 11th at Griffin Recreation Center and on July 30th at the Leonard Recreation Center. Skate Night and Paint is happening at the Craft Recreation Center from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. on Monday, July 14th. Laser tag will take place at the Lindley Recreation Center from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. on Friday, August 1st. Glow-in-the-dark dodgeball will take place from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. on Friday, August 8th at the Lewis Recreation Center. The Teen Series will wrap up with basketball and games on Wednesday, August 13th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Peeler Recreation Center. For more information about all of these events, contact Community Engagement Coordinator Jennifer Hance at 336-373-2964. Mixed media artist Ivana D. Johnson is featured in the latest Greensboro Residency for Original Works program from July 8th through August 18th. Johnson will use the Grow Residency space to work on large-scale abstract collages while engaging with artists of all media and experience levels through public events and workshops. Johnson hopes to challenge the idea of what can be considered art while inviting the community to participate in its creation. Media Making will provide a playful space for participants to explore basic printmaking techniques to make new media for use in collages. Collage cafes provide a relaxed, friendly atmosphere for artists to connect, share their work, and meet potential collaborators. Expanding on the theme of creative support, Documentation Days offers artists the opportunity to bring in completed works to be photographed and preserved digitally. The Grow residency space is next to the Davie Street entrance of the Greensboro Cultural Center, located at 200 North Davie Street. To learn more about the Grow residency, visit the city's website or call Naomi Woods at 336-373-2661. The summer season is heating up for Creative Greensboro, painting a picture full of activities. Coming up after the break, we'll check in with the city's Chief Creative Economy Officer. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. Creative Greensboro is the city's office for arts and culture. The calendar is filling up with summer activities at the Cultural Arts Center. Joining me now to share the programs for local artists is Jocelyn Boone. She is the Chief Creative Economy Officer for the city. Hello, Jocelyn. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So let's get started. There's always lots to do. Our artists are chomping at the bit to have a place to showcase their talents, and people want to see our local artists. So what do you have lined up for the summer?
Well, we have a ton of activities lined up for the summer. First up is MUSEP. MUSEP is our summer music series. All summer long, the concert series takes place in parks throughout the city. On select Sundays, evenings, we have a variety of bands, artists, and food trucks. All concerts begin at 6 p.m. and guests are invited to bring blankets, lawn chairs, and even have their own picnics. Next up is Country Park on July 13th. And what's new, we also have Downtown Arts, the kiosk. For the next 10 weeks, Shelby DeGarmo and Olutomi Juarez will have their work on display in digital kiosks throughout downtown Greensboro.
Nice, nice. The Downtown Arts series is very popular, and I sit on that committee, so I get to see all of the submissions, and it's hard to choose because we have so many talented artists. So I hope folks will take time to stop and look at the kiosks, and they kind of flip through and you get to see their fantastic artwork. Now, the Greensboro Cultural Center is a popular hangout, so I'm sure you have lots of programming set for that location.
Yes, we have tons of programming happening in the Greensboro Cultural Center. So first we have Creative Greensboro programming, and we're doing something brand new this year. Very excited for Sonnet Fest. Creative Greensboro is partnering with Little Independent Artists, Scrap Metal, and Shared Radiance. They'll present the inaugural Sonnet Fest featuring creative performances of Shakespeare for 50 Shakespearean sonnets performed around the Cultural Center on August 1st and the 2nd. We also welcome mixed media artist Yvonne Johnson to the Grow Artist Residency Space beginning in July. And also Little Independent Artist is the artist in residence in the Hires Theater. Wow. Yeah, in addition to us, we have the tenant programming. So we have four public galleries. They have summer exhibitions all summer long. They also offer a variety of summer camps for kids and teens. So the Cultural Center is bustling. It's a really cool place to be for the summer.
And 50 sonnets. Wow,
Yes.
that's a lot.
Yes.
Shakespeare fans will love it.
Yes.
Now, we will round it out. Not that you haven't given us great information, but we want to make sure we cover everything. So is there anything new Creative Greensboro is doing within the communities around the city?
Yes, so in addition to all of that, we have two new programs that I'm really excited to talk about. Next up, it's the city's first apprentice-style program. We pair a professional artist with a youth artist, and together they will co-design bus shelter designs around the city. Really excited about that. And we have another program, a call for community art, where we empower communities to decide what type of creative art making or visual arts experiences or programming they want in their neighborhood. So we empower them to find the artists, do the call for the community, and really decide what it is they want to see. So two brand new things happening within communities around the city.
Oh, fantastic. And I love the pairing up of the professional established artist with the up and coming wannabe artist.
Yes.
And we've had lots of residents ask us about bus shelters and making them look more visually appealing.
Yes.
So this will be nice to see.
Yes, it's the first of its kind for Greensboro, so we're very excited to be implementing this program.
And if anyone's interested in either one of those, how do they get more information?
More information can be found on social media. We are on Facebook, we are on Instagram. You can sign up for our Instagram or our newsletter as well. Check us out on all social media, and we're excited to follow up with you.
Okay, that's Creative Greensboro. Well, Jacqueline, thank you for the overview and sharing what is taking place this summer for arts and culture in our community. Do come back and keep us posted on other great events.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Stay tuned for some interesting and useful information about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That segment is coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. One way to stay informed about decisions that impact you and our city is by attending or tuning in to City Council meetings at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesday of the month. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. The City Council meetings take place in the Katie Dorset Council Chamber on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building located at 300 West Washington Street. The public is allowed in person, but only in a limited capacity. Those who choose not to be in the building can participate virtually. The Greensboro City Council meetings are broadcast right here on GTN. The meetings are also streamed live on the city's website and on Cablecast. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. When the heat index poses a significant health risk, the following sites will be open as cooling centers. The Interactive Resource Center on East Washington Street is open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Oak Street Health has 2 Greensboro locations offering relief from the heat. The first location is at 1007 Summit Avenue, and the second site is at 3808 West Gate City Boulevard. Both are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Glenwood Together on Glenwood Avenue is open Tuesday through Thursday from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Staff from Guilford County Social Services is on site each Wednesday from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. to provide additional support. Heat relief efforts are activated when temperatures are expected to reach at least 95 degrees. Avoid outdoor activity during peak heat hours, stay hydrated, and check on your neighbors who may be at risk. For more information, call or text the city's Community Safety Department at 336-402-2499. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight, but first, prepare to mark your calendars for the places to go and things to do on the town.
I'm Dave, and here are some special events happening this week on the town. The Center for Visual Artists holds its juried member exhibition opening reception and kicks off its new member campaign July 11th at the Greensboro Cultural Center. Experience the talent of local and regional artists and learn the identity of 3 finalists who will participate in a collaborative exhibition in 2026. For more information, visit mycvagreensboro.org. Dive into the decade of disco, punk, and funk with Flashback 1970s on July 12th at the Greensboro History Museum. Enjoy a free family festival exploring 1970s history, music, culture, and curiosities. Vintage vehicles, classic summer camp games, crafts, game shows, a fashion show, and flash talks about local history are on the schedule. Learn more at greensborohistory.org. Greensboro Roller Derby hosts SummerSlam at the Novant Health Fieldhouse July 12th. Whether you're a skater, referee, volunteer, or spectator, there's something for everyone as the Greensboro Triad Trainwreckers take on Little City Roller Derby. 3 bouts feature different levels of skaters. Learn more at greensbororoller-derby.com. School-aged kids can see live animals and natural artifacts when the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences visits the Benjamin Branch Library July 12th. The museum's traveling program entertains and informs with colorful stories and appearances. This is a free event, and more details are available online at greensborolibrary.org. Stay tuned to FYI Weekly for more happenings on the town.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. The Greensboro Public Library and Revolution Mill present the Backroads Noir Gathering. The event will take place from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Friday, July 11th, and from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. on Saturday, July 12th at Revolution Mill. This is a gathering of Southern Gothic mystery authors who comprise a new genre of crime fiction that has risen from the small towns, swamps, rural mountains, and suburbs of the South. Friday evening is an author reception and book signing at Grapes and Grain Tavern at Revolution Mill. Crime fiction fans can gather for cocktails and conversation with the authors. On Saturday, a panel discussion will be held from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m., followed by a round-robin luncheon starting at noon. Admission is $35 for lunch, but all other events are free. Revolution Mill is located at 2001 Yanceyville Street. Coming up after the break is our Way to Go GSO shout-out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout-out. This week's shout-out goes to Guilford Metro 911. The agency once again is recognized by the International Academies of Emergency Dispatch as an accredited center of excellence in both emergency medical dispatch and emergency fire dispatch. The accreditations, which are valid through 2028, classify Guilford Metro 911 as the 134th Emergency Medical Dispatch and 12th Emergency Fire Dispatch accredited centers in the world. Emergency communication centers can earn multiple accreditations, one for each emergency discipline they service. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings, which airs on 90.1 FM, 100.7 FM, and 90.5 FM. Be sure to download both weekly podcasts, Talk City Greensboro and Talk City in Espanol, plus GTN is streaming on Cablecast. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.